Trying to check my video before we start. Tilt it a little bit. Good. See my hands. Good morning, everybody. This is Kim. How are you? Hi, Ron. Good to see you. And Helen. Good morning. So today we're going to do an all levels practice focusing on hips. So we'll do, hi Linda, so we'll do strengthening and stretching and all the things, getting deep into our hips today. So if you want, or if you have a yoga strap, grab that. If you don't, then a towel will do. So I have my normal props, but I also just grabbed a towel so that you can see how to work with that. And I have a blanket because we're going to do some knee down lunges. And so you might want to, you're welcome, Linda. You might want to have something for your knees if your knees are cranky. That's my favorite word for knees. Knees get cranky. All right, so we'll start. Everybody get into just a cross-legged position, so Sukhasana, easy seated pose. If you want, you can take your blanket, prop yourself up. So you'll sit on the rounded edge of your blanket and be a little bit more forward of your blanket. So if you're using a blanket, don't sit behind because you see what happens here. My knees are popping up and I'm rounding out my lower back. So I want you to sit forward, just so your sits bones are teetering on that edge there. Draw your belly button in and up, and then sit up nice and tall in your spine. Good. So once you get yourself into your position, and by the way, if this pose doesn't work for you, find something that does. You can lay down. Eventually I'll tell you when to sit up. So take your hands on your lap and close the eyes down. And as always, we just start with noticing our breath. And you don't have to change anything about it right now. Just feel your breath move in and out of your nostrils. Notice the temperature of your breath as you breathe in. You might feel coolness as you breathe in through the nostrils. And as you breathe out, maybe you'll feel some warmth on your upper lip. And let's breathe in and out of your nose. Take a couple more breaths here, just noticing. And then increase the volume of your breath. And as you breathe in, try to fill the belly first. So let your belly expand forward. Let the air draw down towards your belly, and then it fills up to the throat. And then as you exhale, exhale from the throat down to the belly. And as you get down to the belly, push your belly button in towards your spine or pull. Good. Help the air to be pushed out. Inhale, let the belly expand. Bring your breath up to the top of your throat. And then exhale from the top of your throat all the way down to your belly. Draw your belly button towards your spine, push all the air out. Let's take 3 more rounds of that breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale deep. Let the belly expand. Exhale from the top of the throat all the way down to the belly. Draw your belly button in. And then just take a normal breath in. Normal breath out. So today we'll do left nostril breathing. So you're going to close off your right nostril and just breathe in and out through the left side. You can keep your eyes closed or open them if you feel you need to. But we're closing off the right nostril. Breathe in and out through the left. So breathe in. And breathe out. Let's take 10 breaths here. That was 1, here's 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 4. Exhale through the left nostril. Inhale 5. Exhale. Relax your shoulders as you do this. Inhale 6. Exhale it out. Inhale 7, sit up tall. Exhale, let it out. Inhale 8. Exhale, let it go. Inhale 9. Exhale. Last one. Inhale through the left nostril. Exhale out the left nostril. Once your exhale is complete, take your hands into your lap and just take a few breaths in and out of your nose. And see if you can feel any changes in your body, in your breath. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center and bow your head to your heart. Blink, open your eyes, gaze through your fingertips to the floor. Then inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, hands back to your heart. One more time, reach out and up. Interlace your fingers at the top and then flip your palms towards the ceiling. You can pick your chin up towards the ceiling if that feels comfortable. If not, you're just looking straight ahead. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, bring your hands behind you and interlace your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good, and flex your feet a little bit. Be nice and solid in your seat. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands forward, interlace, push forward, round your spine. Good, sit up tall. Inhale, reach up. And then as you exhale, come forward with your hands. I want you to keep your chest moving forward, so a nice long spine here. Bend your elbows, walk your hands out, and see if you can deepen into your hips a little bit. So this is our first true hip stretch. One more breath. As you inhale, walk your hands back. Switch your feet, so opposite foot in front. We have a habitual way of sitting. I know I do. So let's change that up. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, twist to your right. I'm gonna go to the right. So flex your feet here. Keep your legs contracted in. So you're trying to pull your muscles in towards your bones. And sit up. And when you exhale, pull your belly in, twist a little bit more. Inhale, come to center, reach up. Exhale, twist to your left. Again, sit up tall. Like if somebody has a hook, you have a hook in the top of your head and somebody's pulling you up. Right, nice and lengthened through our spine. Let your exhale deepen your twist, draw your belly in. One more breath here. And then inhale, come to center, reach up. As you exhale, take your hands down to the floor and then walk your hands out again. Coming into this first forward fold, some deepening into the hip. Maybe your elbows come down to the floor. Here's a good time for blocks or any other support if you need it. You can take your forearms down to the block. Helps you to keep your chest lifted a little bit more and avoid rounding out. Right? So we don't want to round out, we want to stay lifted in our collarbones. Good. 2 more breaths here. And 1 more breath. And then slowly walk your hands back. Sit up tall. Now bring the soles of your feet together. Knees go out wide. Hang on to your ankles or your shins, whatever is most accessible. And we'll do this seated cat-cow. I want you to pull your toes apart from each other, sitting up tall. And so the big toe ball mounds and the baby toe ball mounds are connected, right? But then the toes pull back. So you're going to activate here in the legs and give support to your hips. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your collarbones. Exhale, round your spine. Keep the feet pressing together and toes pulling back as you sit back in your seat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sit back. Straighten the arms. Inhale, lift up. Keep those toes active. Exhale, round. 2 more here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Come on up, sit up nice and tall. Extend your legs forward and just shake them out. So now we'll go onto our backs. And if you have a strap, you can use a strap. If you don't, you can use a towel. I'll show both, or you don't have to use anything at all. So come down onto your back. And take a full body stretch. So reach your arms back behind you, press your heels forward. Nice full body stretch. As you exhale, hug your right knee into your chest. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, left knee in. And do that 2 more times on each side. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, hug your right knee in. Maybe you pick your head up to meet your knee. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, left knee in. Maybe you pick that left knee up. Inhale, open up. And then exhale, hug your right knee into your chest and then pull the knee to the outside of your ribs. Draw your knee towards the back of your mat and flex your feet. Keep this left leg nice and solid. Take a little bit of a stretch here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's make circles with the knee. So just keep your right hand on the right knee and you're just drawing circles here. Starting to get into the rotation of your hip. Go into the opposite direction. So make your circles small to start. They don't have to be big unless you've got good flexibility here in the hips. And then draw your knee back in and then pull it across your body. So now the right knee is going towards the left side of the room. Stack your right hip over the left and then reach your right arm out. So a little twist here. Keep your bottom leg strong. Push down. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, hug your left knee in. And then take it to the outside of your left ribs. Pull the left knee towards the back of your mat. Flex both feet. Draw your belly in. Right, so you're giving good support for whatever you're trying to do here. Pull your knee back so you're stretching here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then make circles with the left knee. So left hand goes on the left knee. Help guide the knee in circles. They don't have to be big. Listen to your body. Go in the opposite direction. Don't let those feet get lazy. Good, and then bring it back in. And draw that left knee across your body. Take your left arm out to the side. So here now we're stacking our left hip over the right. Our lower back should be perpendicular to the floor. Keep your bottom leg strong, so press your right heel forward. And inhale, come out, full body stretch. Exhale, hug both of your knees in. And then take your feet down to the floor, knees up. And windshield wiper your knees back and forth a couple times. This is a really good stretch for our quadriceps. And then take your knees up. So if you have the towel, take the towel around your right foot, extend the leg up towards the ceiling. Now you can keep your left foot on the floor, knee up, if that's better for your lower back, or extend your leg forward. So just keep pressing up through your right heel. Draw your toes down towards your face, and then work here. So you're trying to draw your toes towards the back of your mat, but be mindful here, don't overdo it. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. If you ever feel a sharp pain in a pose, back out of it. If you don't have a towel or a strap, you can just grab the back of your hamstrings, right? And you're drawing them towards you. As you resist a little bit with your hamstrings, you're trying to push forward as you pull back. Spread your toes. Good, one more breath in. Exhale it out. Now if you have a towel or a strap, take the straps just into your right hand and draw your right leg out to the right side of the room. You don't have to go all the way down, and see when I do, my hip kind of lifts up a little bit. My opposite hip, I want to ground down my left hip. Flex my left foot and squeeze the left leg muscles. And then I'll take my right leg out to the side, finding where I can be stable here, my hips pretty even, and I hold. I'm going to press out through my right heel and draw back with my hands on the towel. And deepen your breath. So trying to get a stretch of the inner thigh. So we're going to try to stretch and strengthen all connections into our hip today. Inhale, come up. And then release it. Take a moment to feel the right leg versus the left. The one that you stretched might feel a little bit more vibrant. You know, there's a heat or coolness or tingling, something like that. Take the towel around your left foot. The right leg can stay extended on the floor, or foot on the floor, knee up, depending upon your lower back's needs. And hold here. Press up through your left heel. Draw your toes down. Breathe. Nice and deep. If you don't have the towel, you just hold onto the back of your hamstrings. Keep your toes active. Lift your heel up. Nice steady breath. Let's take one more breath here. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale. And then take your towel or your strap and extend your left leg out to the left side of the room. If you don't have a strap, you can just support the leg. You can either grab around the front or support it underneath. You choose, like kind of like going over the leg, so I can hang on to the hamstrings here. Push out through the left heel. Keep the opposite side strong, so you're flexing the right foot. Squeeze your right leg muscles in. Don't let this right hip pop over. Keep it solid and grounded. This way you're really working into your hip joint. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep pushing out through the left heel. Pull your toes back. One more breath here. Nice steady breath out. And then bring your leg up to center and lower it down. Take a full body stretch as you inhale. Exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Flex your feet and grab behind your thighs. Come all the way up. Nice little rocking position up. I'm so proud of my ponytail this morning, you guys. I just messed it up. Okay, so we're going to a hands and knees position. So here's a good time to take a towel and place that underneath your knees for support if that's something that you want. We are going to do some lunges, so you might want that. Okay. So I'm going to do this, hands and knees. Okay. Hands are shoulder width apart here, knees hips distance apart. Take your right leg back behind you, flex your foot. Take your right foot over to the left side of the room, press your toes down into the mat. Stretch the spine long, exhale, look over your left shoulder to your right toes. So here we're getting the outer side connections of our hip. Breathe nice and deep. And come back to center. Take your left leg out to the side, flex your foot, or back behind you. Flex your foot, and then take it over to the right side of the room. Toes down, right outside of your mat. Stretch the spine long. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, or your right shoulder, sorry, to your left toes. Nice deep breath in, and long breath out. Feel that nice stretch through the side body. And then bring yourself to center. Curl the toes under, lift your hips. Let's come into downward facing dog. So take your feet hips distance apart here. Maybe wider if you've got some tight hips. Go ahead and take a little bit wider. Maybe turn your toes in a little bit. Let's all actually do that. Turn your toes in slightly. Heels will be out. Press your chest back towards your thighs. And feel how that stretch changes. Bring your heels back to center. Right, so your toes and heels are in alignment. Feel that stretch. Bring your heels back out, toes in like a pigeon toe. Press your chest back. Come forward, downward facing dog, heels in line with your toes. Breathe in. Exhale. Look forward and then walk your feet to your hands. Come over into a ragdoll pose, so grab opposite elbows. One breath in, one breath out, and release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your right foot back and your right knee down. So if you have a blanket, your right knee's gonna go on the blanket. Left knee stacks over your left ankle. Now draw your belly button in. You should feel an increase of the stretch of your hip flexors on the right side. And then lift your arms up. Good, keep drawing your belly button in. Take your right wrist with your left hand, lift up and lean over. Good, nice breath in here. Long breath out. Lean a little bit more forward with the shin, but pull the torso back. Good. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center, reach up. Exhale, take your hands down. Take the the left foot back. Just go into downward facing dog. And we'll switch sides. Look forward. Step your right foot forward. Left knee comes down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Lift your chest. Breathe nice and deep. You're trying to pull the torso back as you lean forward into the right shin. You should feel this in your left hip flexor. Breathe. Breathe with intention. Right, nice strong breath in, strong breath out. Here's a good time to turn on Ujjayi breath if you want. Grab your left wrist with your right hand, lean over to the right. So Ujjayi breath is breathing in and out of your nose. Create a slight restriction in the back of your throat. Lift your chest and stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Curl the back toes under. Lift your left knee and step forward. Come into your forward fold. One more breath. Release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Just gaze through your fingertips to the floor. Soften your knees. So notice if you're really locking the knees out, give a little bend. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your left foot back and your left knee down. Reach your arms up. Now I want you to press strongly into the top of your back foot. So you're activating muscles here in your hip. And let's see if you can go back a little bit further. Breathe in. Exhale, take your hands down. Now your hands are going to come to the inside of your right leg, and you might want to scoot your right foot over a little bit to accommodate for that. Here's a good place for blocks or other support. Press strongly into your right foot, strongly into the top of your left foot, and then bend your elbows to lower your chest towards the ground. Keep a good connection with your right knee and right shoulder, like don't let them flop out. That's later, right? Keep them connected, bend the elbows. Now notice if you're rounding forward here in the shoulders, I want you to pull your chest forward and then deepen. So here's where the blocks can help you come down. So we're getting a stretch of our left quadricep. We're deepening into the right hip joint. Make sure your feet are strong, they're pressing into the floor. We'll stay here for 5, 4, keep the connection of the right leg and right shoulder, 2, 1, press into your hands. Take your right foot out to the side, so you're gonna heel toe it over to the edge of your mat. Come onto the pinky side edge of your right foot. So here, we're just changing the angle of our knee. And you can stay here, right? Keep the top of your back foot nice and strong. You can stay up high with the chest, or start to bend your elbows a little lower, so we're deepening more. Now if this bothers your left knee, because my left knee gets a little cranky, you can power this up a little by curling your toes under, lifting the left knee. So it's a little harder, it's more of a challenge, but this feels better for my knee. My right side can take it with the knee down, my left, not so much. Keep lowering down, keep pulling your chest forward. you want to increase the intensity of this even more, take that left knee down, bend your left knee, reach around with your right hand and grab your foot. Just got a cramp. So maybe I won't be doing this today, but to demo it, just turn your chest up. Actually, the cramp went away. So if you get a cramp that starts, maybe do a little adjustment, try it again. Maybe your body was just like, ooh, it was a little shocking, right? Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Let this knee drop out, so your right knee is still dropping out. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your foot. Take your hands down. Shift your hips back, all the way back. So you can sit on your left heel. If you have a block, you can take it with you. Support yourself. Coming into a forward fold here. If this does not work for your left knee at all, you'll come down into a Janu Shirshasana. Right, so left foot into the right thigh, and you'll fold forward this way. So plenty of options. Give yourself support where you can, and we're all going into a forward fold. Keep your right toes lifting up towards the ceiling. Breath is nice and steady. And then inhale, walk yourself up. Bring your support back forward. And let's just go ahead and change legs. So left foot forward, right knee comes down. You can have support for the right knee if you've taken it away. Come back here, come into your lunge. Reach up, press strongly into the top of your right foot. Strongly down into the sole of your left foot. Draw your belly back. Good, take a deep breath in here. Long breath out. Go back just a little bit more. And then come forward. Hands to the inside of your left foot. You can scoot your left foot to the side a little bit. And coming onto your hands. So keep your left leg and your left shoulder connected. Press strongly down into the top of your right foot. And then start to bend your elbows. So lizard pose. This is what we're in right now. It's good for all areas of your hip. Even like the back connections, the more that you press into the top of your back foot, you're strengthening the whole leg and your back is being supported. Don't forget to pull your belly button towards your spine. Here's another good place for support with the blocks. Keep the knee and your shoulder connected. Pull your chest forward. Notice if you started to round in the shoulders and you're looking towards your back knee, pull your gaze forward. Let your chest bring your gaze forward. Feel that stretch of your right hip flexor and that deepening into your left hip. Good, let's stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press into your hands, straightening your arms. Take your left foot out to the side. Come onto the pinky side edge of your left foot. Now your left knee is going to drop out to the side. Stay tall here to start. Press into the top of your back foot. And then slowly, using your breath, maybe you come down to the floor on your forearms. If that's not possible, maybe you just grab a block or some support. See if you can go here. Don't push it. If you feel sharp pain, back out of it. Draw your chest forward. Deepen your breath. And then check in with your right knee. If it's okay with the knee down, stay there. If you want to power it up though, or if your knee is feeling funky, you can lift your right knee up. All right, so this creates a strengthening challenge. So I am gonna do that, but I'm gonna come off of the block, be more on my hands. This is more of like a push-up. Yeah, I guess you could do a push-up too, right? Here, ooh. We invented a new push-up, guys. So you can stay here or bring that right knee down, bend the right knee, reach behind you with your left hand and grab your right foot. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and try to open your chest towards the ceiling. Or you can stay in any of the forms that we just did. Good. Stay in this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release your foot if you've grabbed it. Sink your hips back, straighten your left leg. Take a block with you if you want. Flex your left foot. Sit up nice and tall on your spine. Reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Again, the alternative for this, if your right knee just doesn't like that, is Janu Shirshasana with your right foot to the left thigh and fold here. Regardless, our left toes are lifting towards the ceiling. Feel that nice stretch the back of your left leg. Good. One more breath in here. Long breath out. And then inhale, come all the way up, take your block away. Bring yourself forward. Let's come into a downward facing dog. Once you're here in your downward facing dog, pedal your feet, so bend one knee at a time. And then take your right leg up behind you, stretch long, and then push your heel towards the back of the room as you turn your torso to the right side of the room. And then bend your right knee. Push your right foot over to the left side of the room. Keep your hands pressing strongly down into the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Come to center. Pull your right knee forward. Step it forward. Crescent lunge. Arms up. And then take your hands to your hips. And then bend your left knee so it almost touches the ground, but it doesn't. Now, press down into your hips. Pull the chest back. So you're giving some pressure down. Straighten your back leg, but don't let your hips come up, right? So if I straighten my leg, sometimes this happens, right? I get a little bit more elevated. Keep your hips low. Straighten the back leg. Pull the torso back. Nice stretch of your left hip flexor. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your hands down. Step the right foot back. Downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. Take your right leg up again, bend your knee, open your hip. Push your right foot to the left side of the room. And then swing it forward again, right knee comes forward. Right foot forward, crescent lunge, arms up. Now keep the arms up. Bend your left knee, dropping it down. So little pulses for 10, 9, here's where the strengthening comes in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the hands down, right foot comes back. Downward facing dog, pedal your feet. All right, so now down dog becomes a beautiful resting pose. Now take your left leg up. So straightening the left leg, press the heel up towards the ceiling, stretch, 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 and then open your hip. The left leg stays straight. Press your chest back towards your thighs. Turn your chest now up towards your left armpit. Bend your left knee and push your left foot to the right side of the room. Hold it here. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then come to center. Straighten your left leg. Look forward. Step forward. Crescent lunge. That's good stuff. Okay. Hands on your hips. We're in crescent lunge. In our legs. Bend your right knee. It's gonna hover towards the ground, but it's not gonna touch the ground. Push your hips down. Lift your heart high. Straighten that back leg without letting your hips lift. Good. Pull the chest back. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Left foot goes back. Downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. And then come back to stillness. Take your left leg up. Bend your knee, open your hip. Press your left foot to the right side of the room. Inhale. Exhale, bring that left knee forward. Step the left foot forward. Crescent lunge, arms up. Keep your arms lifted. Bend your right knee. Hovering here towards the floor in the little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the hands down. Left foot goes back. Down dog, resting pose. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Look forward. Hopper step to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stay here in your fold. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Fold over your legs. Give yourself that moment of rest. Inhale, halfway lift. Release your toes. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. So it's a good time for a water break. If you haven't already taken it. Again, I'm huffing and puffing. Okay. So come to one side of your mat. Doesn't matter if it's left or right. Take a really wide stance here and push into the outer edges of your feet. Your inner thigh muscles, pull them in and up towards your pelvis. Inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold all the way forward. So getting an inner thigh stretch. Eventually, I want you to really press into your outer edges of your feet. So that creates stability in your legs. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your tush, and bring your chest forward. All right, so we're strengthening here in the inner thighs, deepening into your hips. Breathe in. Exhale, straighten the legs and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your tush, and then bring your arms forward. Let's hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs, let the head drop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your tush. Bring your arms up, all the way up. Good, deep squat here, but lifting your chest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your right knee, straighten the left leg. And then sit up tall in your spine. So here you might use a block, or if you have a chair in front of you or a stool, you can just keep that here. Sit up tall and flex the left foot. So I'm going to turn to the side. Skandasana. Good stretch for the inner thigh here. Sit up tall. And then if you're pretty confident in your balance, you can start to Straighten your fingertips on your block, and then maybe take your hands to your heart. If you're here, steady the gaze and press down into your right foot. All right, don't let the right foot get lazy. Breathe in, and then exhale. Slowly coming out. Fold over your legs. Get ready to go to the other side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your left knee. Straighten the right leg. And then sit up. Nice stretch here. Just keep more strength in there though. Press into your right heel. Press into your left big toe ball mound. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe deep. Try to slow the breath down. Give yourself more oxygen. And if you want to start to challenge your balance a little bit, take one hand off of your block. And then get light on your other fingertips. Bring the hands to your heart. Ooh. My balance is a little bit more challenged on this side. Stay here. Don't watch me for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Take yourself back to center into this standing wide-legged forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, rise all the way up, and then heel toe your feet back together. Good. And we'll come into dancer pose. Good stretch for your quads. Bend your right knee. Then take your right hand in front of you. I'm going to face you for this one. Turn your palm up. And then take your hand behind you. I want your shoulder to stay open here as you reach for the inside of your right foot. If that's hard for you to do, take a towel around your foot. All right, and grab it here. But I want the shoulder to stay open. A lot of times I see this happening. Look at the difference between my shoulder. My bones are kind of crunching in on each other. It doesn't feel good in my collarbone. But if I turn my arm up, reach the hand back, going for the inside of my foot, see how nice and open that is? That's what I want to see. Push your foot into your hand. Left arm reaches forward. Good. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Let's come out, switch to the other side. Go down into your right foot. Left knee bends. Left hand forward. Turn your palm up. Reach, reach, reach back behind you. Pull your left shoulder blade in towards your spine as you grab the inside of your left foot. You can see this from the side as I lean over. The chest is nice and open and the shoulder blades are working. If I turn my arm under, I'm crunching into the bones. It's actually harder to balance this way too. Right, and I'm not using the muscles between my shoulder blades as efficiently if I pull back, grab the inside. Now I can really squeeze the left shoulder blade in towards the spine and open the left side of my chest. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up. Good. Come to the front of your mat, shake it out. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and just bring your shins down to the floor. Come into a seated pose. We're almost done, guys. Time to cool it down. Flex your feet. Give a little bend in your knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Now as you inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, pull the chest forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, pull the chest forward, squeeze your shoulders. Take a few more rounds of that breath. Seeing how deep you can fold, and let your hands be light. And then sit up nice and tall. Take your hands on either side of your hips. Flex your feet. Sit up really tall and squeeze your shoulder blades together. So we're just going to practice sitting up tall for now. And then push your big toe ball mounds forward so it looks like your feet are flat against a wall in front of you. And then lift your right leg up. Stay tall and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug that knee into your chest. Rock it like a baby. And then lay your right leg on top of your left. Flex your foot, both feet actually, and squeeze those quad muscles so it won't put as much pressure on your leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Here you're gonna grab either your shin, your ankle, or your foot, like whatever you can. I don't want you to pull and yank though, I just want to give you some stability in it. Nice stretch here in this outer right hip. Inhale, come up. Release your right leg forward. Come back to sitting up nice and tall. Feet are kind of looking like they're flat against a wall. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Deepen your breath. Every muscle is contracted in to help you sit up. And then lift your left leg. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your left knee in. Grab it. Rock it like a baby. Sit up tall. And then lay your left leg on top of your right. Flex both feet. Contract your leg muscles. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, fold. Hanging onto your shin, your ankle, toes. All right, we're not yanking or pulling. Just give yourself an anchor. Try to keep pulling your chest forward instead of rounding in your shoulders. We're so much more effective that way in our fold. Good, one more breath here. And then inhale, come all the way up, take your left leg forward and shake it out. Let's come onto our backs. Now, take your feet on the floor, knees up. Take your feet really wide on your mat and just windshield wipe your knees back and forth. And we did this at the beginning of class. I like to do this move multiple times. And then the next time your knees are over to the right side of the room, let them stay there. Make sure your feet are wide so you feel a good stretch in your left quadricep. If you want to emphasize that, press your left shin forward, draw your belly button towards your spine. Your left hip will lift up off the floor a little bit. Keep both feet flexed, nice and sturdy. If you want a little bit more, take your right foot on top of your left thigh. And then you can take your left arm up over your head. Draw your belly in, and then take your right foot off of the left thigh if you've placed it there. Come back to center. So feet on the floor, knees up, feet go wide, and then let your knees drop over to the left side of the room. Just let gravity take it for a moment here. And then if you want to emphasize the stretch of your right quadricep, press your right shin forward. This right hip will come up some, and then draw your belly button towards your spine. Send your breath where it needs to go. If you want a little bit more, take the left ankle on top of your right leg. Keep both feet flexed. Draw your belly in. That's going to help you protect the lower back and your knee. Take your right arm up over your head. So now you're taking that stretch through the whole right side body. Let's take one more breath here. Release your left leg, bring your knees up to center. Take a full body stretch here. Take the feet forward, arms reach back. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest. And just rock from side to side. Take your knees, make some circles. Keep your feet flexed. Go in the opposite direction. One last squeeze. Hug yourself. And then release into Shavasana. Take your feet forward. Arms extend outward, palms up. Let your feet flop out to the side. And make sure you take this time for Shavasana, even if it's 30 seconds. Just lay here in stillness. And let your breath soften. Let every muscle soften. There's nothing to do, nowhere to go right now. Just let your body enjoy feeling relaxed. Very slowly begin to deepen your breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug, full of gratitude for showing up on your mat, even when no one's watching. And roll over to your side. Take a breath in here in the fetal position through the nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. And then bring yourself up to a seated pose. Take your hands together at your heart center and bow your head to your heart. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Together we say, Namaste. Shabbat Shalom. All right, well, thank you guys for joining me for yoga today. Please check the schedule for the next class. I didn't write it down this time. So it's on the JCC Fitness Friends site that you're on right now to watch this. And I hope you have a really great day. Be well.